Okay, so just to quickly illustrate what issue I'm having right now, this is the reference that I found just to practice making armor with. I really like this pattern in the middle here. You can see it's sort of graduated on multiple patterns, which sort of gets you this nice little tiered effect. I'm still fairly new to ZBrush, so I'm not familiar with the extract tool that much. Ignore the smoothing, that was just me experimenting with a couple of tools. But you can see I've kind of got the look, like not really anywhere near done, but at least kind of experimenting with the effect, topology, all that stuff. I believe I did zero mesh after each extract over here just to try to get everything to weld, even though, if I recall correctly, yeah, each part is still, even though they're all merged now, each part is still completely malleable as its own piece of geometry for whatever reason. Also, if I recall correctly, I can't even zero mesh it at this point. It just gives an error. Dynamesh takes at least an hour and then turns it into a spiky hash of nightmare topology. It's all lovely. And then on top of that, not really sure about this, but when I'm trying to say mask what I'm going to extract, oh boy, Shadowplay is not happy with this. Oh wait. Okay, so just to give an example of what I'm trying to do. So, let's say, if I can decide this, actually I'll just delete it for the purposes of this. So let's say I want to start working on a backplate. I mean, technically this was already extruded from this. Man, zBrush does not want to cooperate right now. Okay, there we go. I made a crappy male nude model. Looks horrible. Ignore the face and ignore pretty much everything. So I extruded this out, or extracted this, and then built that off of that. But for the purposes of this, when I'm, say, trying to get something else to extract, like say I want to work on this backplate, the first issue is it selects through the mesh. I've tried turning backface culling, I believe it's called, backface masking, on, but that only works for brushes, so it'll still select. And that means that when I extract, it will create basically double mesh. You can see here it's all essentially duplicated, which is completely unnecessary. And then, say if I try to like select everything in here and then delete hidden, you can't really see it. You can get maybe the top 3 or 4 layers off, but you can't get rid of the rest of the geometry because it starts selecting both, and you can't, you know, hide and delete one without hitting the other. Anyway, so let's just run the hypothetical. So doesn't matter what it looks like. Gonna extract. I believe it was, yeah. Okay, same settings. Okay, so we got the new subtool. Alright, except it's been a couple of days, so I'm still fuzzy. Okay, so deselect bullet. Doesn't matter what it looks like, I'll just extract again. And it should, if I recall correctly, start, yeah, this is what I'm talking about here, where even though it's only selected off of this top layer in the selected subtool, and you could even see it started to do it below that there, it starts duplicating everything twice over, which you can imagine, like, when I did this pattern on this side, by the time that you get up to, like, this is what, 6, 8 extrusions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6. By the 6th time, you're looking at, like, you know, so much extra topology in there, and then you consider that it's actually being duplicated on the other side too, and you're talking like adding 4 times the amount of topology than what you need per extraction, and it's utterly ridiculous, and I don't know why it's doing this. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.